Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Vermont Book Club's Auto Spotlight section. My name is Nesora, and I'm pleased to serve as your host today. Thank you for taking the time to join us for this special discussion. Today, we are highlighting the powerful and deeply moving novel, Daughter of Blue City by Apple Ann, a compelling coming-of-age story set during the Cultural Revolution in China. This book explores themes of resilience, family struggles, identity, and survival during one of the most challenging periods in modern history. We are honored to welcome the author, Apu Ann, to our section today. Apu Ann, thank you for being here with us. It is truly a pleasure to have you join this conversation. Please unmute yourself and briefly introduce yourself and share what inspired you to write Daughter of Blue City.
Hello. Uh, I don't know. It looks like everybody is stable and not moving. It's all pictures. Are they real? Anybody see something so I know I'm not in a room of pictures?
Don't worry about the audience. Could you briefly introduce yourself and share what inspired you to write Daughter of Blue City? We are here with you.
Okay. Hi. My name is Apple Ann. I am a creative author with 6 published books so far. I started writing back in almost 9 years ago, and I started publishing about now we talk about almost 3 years ago. I have been a professor at a research university for 31 years, and I changed my intellectual focus into creative writing in the purpose of, first of all, educating my children about the stories I lived through, the stories people I know lived through, which reflect the reality, the truthful history about either China or the immigration experiences into, for example, US. And then later on, that intention became to write and publish and disseminate my work to a much broader audience because I felt like I'm the one equipped for doing this job to write about the true events, real people's stories. And I have the tools and the trainings, decades of trainings as a historian, as scholar, professor to do the job. So the responses to my work has been overwhelmingly positive, and that's why I decided I may just focus on this 100% instead of still splitting my energy between being a professor, a scholar, professor and scholar, and between a creative writer and so on. So I just retired a few months ago. Now I'm a full-time writer. Is that good enough for a self-introduction?
Oh yes, Apuan, that's incredibly amazing. So, the stories opened during the Cultural Revolution, portraying intense family, conflict and hardship. What drew you to set the novel in this particular time period?
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed your question. I know you talked about the Cultural Revolution. What was the question?
Come again. The story opens during the Cultural Revolution, portraying intense family conflicts and hardship. What drew you to set the novel in this particular time period?
Uh, so my stories are based on the real happenings in the past. So this particular book, Daughter of Blue City, follows the previous book, my first historical novel, which is Mother of Red Mountains. They are not really in a sequence or not really in series, but they are related. So in Mother of Red Mountains, the stories, the characters, the events, they are primarily based on my mom's life. So that book ended in 1966, the beginning of Cultural Revolution. And this book, Daughter of Blue City, picks up from that moment, use the same characters because it's a continuation of a family's stories. And this book, Daughter of Blue City, is largely based on my personal story growing up in China and my sister's story. So we were, the only two children in the family household, and we really supported each other to grow up, going through all the troubles, difficulties.